Yeah.
What's up?
Whoa. Your microphone just got crazy loud all of a sudden.
Crazy loud. It's something weird with my mic where
Oh my God. It's
the
like
first
deafening.
thing is it really loud now still?
Hold on, let me
Check. You turn it down.
let me check that I'm not somehow just like set on my
Yeah, I'm at
input being
my
set.
normal
Okay.
level.
And it's
Um,
it just came at me hot.
but there is something with my mic where, like, whenever I record like a solo episode or just like my intro, the first 3 words I say are always super loud, and then it
Yeah.
gets normal. So I don't know
Maybe
what the
that's
deal
what it
with
was
that is.
because it was aggressive. It was like an angry white lady at a Trader Joe's when you cut her off or steal the last mango. Just hot,
Give me that mango.
Hot
Put down the
fury.
mango.
I saw something. I didn't include it in the meme wars today, but I saw some meme where a guy likes to go and fart in the cheese aisle at Trader Joe's, so all the hipsters walk up and go, "Oh, I love the smell of fresh cheese," but it's a fart. Get it?
You know, it works. It works.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I told you I'm going right as we finish this. My wife's going to pick me up. We're going to this beach house, which it's like a friend of a friend. They're like, hey, they're out of town. We can go bring the kids. It's right down this nice place. We can hang out. We'll get some pizza. So I don't know the person whose house this is. They're not there, fortunately. But I did try a brand new spicy chicken restaurant for lunch. And I already know I'm going to destroy this poor person who kindly is letting us use this house. I'm going to blast their bathroom. It's just going to happen.
So this is like, when you get older and have kids. Previously, you would have gone to a nice beach house, drank some beers, relaxed, hung out, talked to some girls. But now, no. Now it's an opportunity to have pizza with your kids at a beach house. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm most excited for the pizza. I don't give a shit about the beach house. I don't care about the kids. I just am excited to eat pizza because we don't get pizza that often. We're trying to be more healthy. Like we were eating way too much pizza. Like when we got real chunked out because when my wife was pregnant the first time or going through pregnancy, that's all we ate. Like, 'cause all she wanted was pizza. And I have a joke about it. I tell my stand up, which is that, once you're eating that heavy, just she wants pizza, and you're both just eating all this pizza. And, she's putting all this weight on, and it's so easy for you, with her eating and all this pizza weight to just cheat on your wife because she's just got so fat.
It's a good joke.
Yeah, good little misdirect.
Little twist and turns there. You thought it was going towards gorging on pizza, but no, it's a different direction.
Nope, goes to infidelity.
We've been my wife's into making sourdough. She has sourdough starters, so she makes use the starter to make like pizza dough and make her own pizza. Which
that's awesome, man.
Sandy
had one of those.
It's a little healthier and it's good, but it's still it's still bread and pizza, but
yeah, it's still a lot of carbs and fats and everything else. But still, you gotta let yourself go once in a while. But yeah, Sandy had a starter sourdough thing, but I can't remember what happened to it. I can't remember if it dried out. I can't remember. They're like balls of disgustingness that you use to make the bread that are passed down for like generations. It's like balls of sourdough shit that have just been in people's fridges for decades. Like
they can be, but we made. I mean, Nicole made ours.
Using it.
Nicole made it it's just flour and water, and you just kind of over time it develops, and you can put it in the fridge, kind of go dormant, then you pop it out and it'll start growing again. It's pretty weird, honestly.
Weird science. This is what people tune in for. The hot mysteries of sourdough balling.
I want to know why you named this episode Old Chubb, because I have an old Chubb story, but I don't know if you have something else with it.
No, mine's based around a meme that this gal posted. So that's my old Chubb. So if you have a good old Chubb story, lay it on me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I call it a good story, but it's kind of a funny story because it involves the misfortune of someone else, not being me. But so a couple of years ago was skiing out at Breckenridge, and as you do when you're skiing, you like to stop and get some beverages, a couple beers, and we were out there for like a week. So the first couple of days we stopped. And like at the bottom of the mountain, you eat, you get beer, you don't want to get too drunk that you can't, get on the lift and fall off, which has happened to me before, but
wow,
that's not
really?
the story.
How far
That's
up?
for another day. But like the one day timing wise, like to get back down the mountain, and like we wanted to go somewhere else, so we would have had to. We were in a good spot that we didn't want to like ski all the way down to the bottom. When you're at Breckenridge, like there's all these lifts you got to go up and shit. So we just stopped in this place like up on the mountain. So you're at this high elevation, and we're like, all right, let's get some beers. And we all got Old Chubb, and it just so happened that it was our friend Alan's turn to pick up the tab, and they were like $16 each because it's so hard.
It's like Scottish beer. Like,
yeah, it was ridiculous, but it was so delicious.
Well, you're paying for the premium opportunity to drink on the slope without having to go to the bottom. These people know they've got you by the balls when you're up there. You know,
exactly.
It's like, yeah, they making you pay out the nose. It's like there was this one time I went tubing down the Delaware River back in PA, and they had an island which had one hot dog stand, one hot dog vendor who was selling like sodas and hot dogs. But of course, the hot dogs are like $10 because what else are you gonna do, idiot? You know, where are you gonna get a hot dog on this river? So, fortunately, even out that I found a $20 bill like under a rock in the water somehow. It's magic.
What?
I thought I was being fished for. Like it was like a rock over a $20 bill, and I reached for it, and I was like, somebody's probably got a hook in this. Like they're gonna like when I reach for this 20, they're gonna hook me, and they're gonna
giant net just comes down and scoops you up.
Like, legitimately,
the aliens lift you up to the UFO.
And we got another one. These idiots love their hot dogs. They just can't resist the money. Yeah. So fortunately, it was not. But here
Speaking of hot dogs, I hope at PorkFest, I hope the hot dog guy's there.
Yeah.
Not that they're anything special, but there's something about being in the middle of nowhere, drinking beer and eating a hot dog. Something about it.
The pizzas were good. We had to buy our tickets, man. Our hotel's done. We got that, but we got to get our tickets. And I got to talk to Matt and Terry Kibbe about tent space. I know the tents are all sold out, so we got to jump on their shit. They're planners. Just take advantage of their kindness.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. All right, so here's my first meme is old Chubby, and it comes from a whoops, I hit the wrong button here. It comes from a gal on Instagram I follow named Natalie Jean Beisner. And she had this series of tweets or series of posts about her being a woman and about the Dylan Mulvaney thing, obviously being sponsored by Bud Light. And her post was that the only beer Dylan Mulvaney has any business sponsoring would be Old Chubb. I thought, that's good.
The twist part is, though, I think Old Chubb is one of the only beers not owned by Anheuser-Busch or InBev or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think it's an independent brewery, or Coors. Well, Coors is separate. I'm gonna maybe have some Coors tonight. I'll have to see. I actually have been more in favor of Coors as of late, as the original Coors, not Coors Light, but the original yellow Coors. I don't.
Yeah, the banquet beer. I don't mind that. I just tweeted something out that someone needs to come up with an app where I can just scan, like a case of beer or like scan whatever product, and it'll tell me like if they support the trans agenda or not. And
or like and what ESG bullshit they've invested in and all that crap.
I do like that too.
Idea. Yeah, I like that idea.
Because right now I'm just drinking, bathtub moonshine and venison that I killed because that's all I can trust.
I guess I'm gonna have to drink this Robitussin.
But my first one, surprising, shocking, also has to do with this whole trans nonsense that's going on. Our boy Dave Rubin, who is a gay, does a very good job of weighing in on this craziness. So here's a little clip from him.
Oh, this fucking bonkers shit. Yeah,
you hearing it?
No, I'm not hearing it. I think you have to unmute at the bottom.
Oh, this is me again.
The bottom of the Instagram,
Boomer time.
Yep.
Shits and giggles. We Googled it. It's an acronym for Two Spirit.
Oh, I was trying to figure out
Two Spirit. Does anyone here know what Two Spirit is?
Two
Spirit. Literally, like I'm actually not kidding. One moment, I honestly have no idea. Lesbian. We know what lesbians are. Everyone knows what lesbians are. You got your Rosie O'Donnells. You got your Ellen DeGeneres. You got your gays. Okay, we can figure that
out. Dave Rubin.
They're just having a good time. You got your transgenders. You got your
picture
queer.
Now,
what is queer that is separate from this? Like if you're doing any of that other stuff, you're a little queer. What's intersex? That means you got a wang and a hoo-ha. That's a lot. I'll give those people a pass. I feel like that's a lot on the plate. You know what I mean? And then you've got asexual, which is like what you want to have sex with cardboard or something.
It enables the attorney.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. That was pretty clever.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking good. What the fuck is Two-Spirit though? I that was the first time at that event I just saw a still grab of that shot of these people, or was it like San Francisco or something, right? Of the 2S at the front of the LGBTQT plus whatever it is. And I'm like, what the fuck is 2S? Two-Spirit?
Is there a point where they like
animal people? Is that what it is?
I have no idea what it means. But is there a point where they cut it off? They're like, this is just we're gonna lose credibility here. I mean, we got too many letters. We're gonna start to lose some credibility.
Okay. So here's the definition. They're really doubling down. This is extra super woke nonsense because it's pan-Indian, so they get to say that they were able to tie in another race. Two-Spirit, otherwise known as 2S, is a modern pan-Indian umbrella term used by some indigenous North Americans, right? So there you go. They check off that box to describe Native people in their communities who fulfill a traditional third gender ceremonial and social role in their cultures. A third gender ceremonial or social, what the fuck? That certainly sounds like it's just mumbo jumbo and has nothing to do with actual sexuality, doesn't it?
Do you think the Native Americans wanted to be included in this? You think they were like consulted?
Petitioning, yeah. I don't think Chief Runs with Bear is out there like, hey, tack on front. We want to be at the front.
Yes, we want the 2S.
Yeah.
I don't know what accent that was, but it was something.
I don't know what it was. I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, ridiculous. But yeah, funny stuff from Dave Roman. I'll share why my next one. This is actually sent from a longtime listener and supporter of ours, Jason C. I won't use his full name in case he doesn't want it. Pretty funny here. It is a shot of Biden who just looks, holy shit. I mean, if you think Joe Biden looks bad from the front, you got to see Joe Biden from the side. People make fun of Donald Trump's hair, but Joe Biden has got an equally ridiculous hairdo at this point. It's like this wispy half helmet that just floats behind him, and he's got so many liver spots. I mean, he legitimately looks on the verge of death. Legitimately.
Yeah, he looks horrible. And that's a good point. Like from the side or the back, he looks horrible. He looks like his head is morphing into a different shape.
Yeah, awful.
Looks like John Fetterman almost.
Yeah, exactly. Fetterman, who's now back to work. Good for you, John. After 3 months. So it's the meme. I guess this is an old one. Says Stephen Ellis, who's watching, is that it's an old meme but a good meme, and it's AOC looking up at Biden saying, "You're just way too old for me," and Joe Biden looking down at her and saying, "Yeah, same," because of course Joe Biden likes to sniff little girl heads.
Do you think that's a real picture or that's a Photoshop?
I think that's 100% real. Yeah,
because that is like just alone. That picture is just insane. Just looking at it, like the way AOC is looking up at him, it's creepy in itself.
She's got those, AOC's not bad looking. She's just a psychopath. She's got those big deer eyes. She's got those Aubrey Plaza eyes. You know who Aubrey Plaza is?
I do not know.
Okay, she's the chick from Parks and Rec. She's pretty sexy, big-eyed gal, right? But those big eyes are good for. They can be good. They can be real sexy doe eyes, right? And you open up and like, give me the doe sex eyes. But they also can be crazy batshit eyes at the flip of the switch. So it's like AOC was giving Joe Biden the doughy fuck me eyes in that one. But of course, we know that she'll flip that switch and just go feral on him at any moment.
Indeed. Next one for me. So we got another one having to do with the trans agenda here and Bud Light. We got what's this guy's name? Do you remember?
Yeah, from the Howard Stern show back when Howard Stern was funny.
Yeah. I don't know if he's still alive or not. Somebody should look that up.
I don't know.
But it's him with his crazy look on his face, and it says up top, when you're on your first date and she orders a Bud Light, might want to get out of there quickly.
At least you got to do the check,
dick.
like the check from. Hold on, let me see if I can. The YouTube will fucking flag it. I'm not gonna do it. The Crocodile Dundee scene where she, there's a chick at the bar and he reaches under and grabs her nuts and goes, she's not a Shayla. We're gonna have to start doing ball grabbing here, guys. That's what it's coming down to. Got to do cup checks with people to make sure they're not packing. All right. My last, actually, let's see. I have two more. We gotta go quick though, because I gotta go. All right. I have two more. I'll try to do them real fast. The one here, which is actually one of my own, I thought was too fucking funny, and you may have seen this already, Odie, but it is something that I tweeted out because there's a article on ifuckinglovescience.com, iflscience.com, where mini antlers were grown on mice heads after scientists implanted deer cells. So, of course, I tweeted out, this is going to be deadly for Richard Gere.
I get it. Does everybody get that? Do they know why?
I'll explain it just in case. It's an older reference for one of the greatest viral rumors that is, that, as far as I know, has zero truth, was that Richard Gere would like to put gerbils up his ass. That was the joke. Gerbils and mice up his ass. So, of course, mice with antlers is deadly to Richard Gere.
It's funny to me. The picture is so blatantly has the antlers photoshopped onto the mouse.
Yeah, it does not look accurate in any way. Oh,
like
they probably can't show
it.
It's probably fucking mice growing antlers in Wuhan. You know, it's probably that level of weirdness where they're like, well, we can't show it. It's a nationally classified secret. And then the next thing you know, we're going to be locked in our houses for 3 months because, you know, mice with antler horns are flying through the sky trying to gouge our eyes out because they escaped.
Can you imagine if just regular mice that like came in your house or whatever just had antlers? The mouse traps wouldn't work. It would hit the antlers.
No. Yeah, constantly.
Screw everything up, man.
You just have to put like a bunch of like masking tape at an antler level, and then they'll just get stuck to it.
Just catch them. Yeah, clothesline them with the antlers.
Yeah,
it could be fun. It'll be a whole new market for somebody.
Yeah.
All right, my last one here. We got a guy smoking a cigarette. An old guy says,
that's the sheriff from oh my God, I'm blanking on him. Cannonball Run, I think. Yeah, Cannonball Run. Or Smoking Nose. He's the sheriff from Smoking
the Bandits.
Which of course what were they shipping? Coors.
Ah, there you go.
Shipping cross country.
There's a deep meaning behind this. Back in my day, blowing a tranny was car trouble. It's true. Simpler times.
Simpler times indeed. All right. I got one more and then we'll call it a day here. And that is, and this has nothing to do with anything in any way. I just legitimately laughed out loud. I don't think this is a new one either, but as a parent who now has a kid that has shit all over the floor everywhere, but giant Legos, there's a funny photo. It's a shark. You know, these sharks will break the water with their heads.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just a photo of a shark with his giant head, with his mouth agape, and these giant teeth coming out of the water, straight up. Not even, look like he's trying to bite anything, just straight up in the air. And it just says, rare photo of a shark stepping on a Lego. And I laughed. I laughed my ass off. It's fucking funny, man.
Have you, I don't know if your daughter's into Barbies yet. Wait for that, because Barbies have so many little tiny accessories. And stepping on like a Barbie high heel is a whole different kind of pain. So just wait for that.
Oh, I know. I'm looking forward to it. We're pretty good about cleaning up the small shit because of that. And she's not into Legos yet. Like I have a big Legos for her, but not the little teeny ones. But it's coming, man. I already feel it. Although I'll tell you, I wounded. Look at the top of my head here.
Oh, geez.
I got this big gouge out the top of my skull because I went to the LA Zoo and went into, you know, the molesting cave, as I'll call it, because there's a cave that's supposed to be like, oh, go in the cave and look, it's exploring and it makes bat noises, right? And it's a big cave. Then they have a little tiny cave that's in the big cave, and the cave's dark, not well lit. Then they have a tiny cave, and it's like, oh, kids, go crawl through the cave. So Logan, I'm like, go run through, because it's a decent little stretch, it'll be fun for her. Won't do it, scared. So I'm like, okay, follow daddy. So I get my ass down in this little cave, which is like 3 feet high, and it's pitch black in there. You can barely see, but they have shit coming down off the ceiling. They have like lumps and shit because it's supposed to be a real cave experience. So it just takes off the skin on the top of my head. And I was like, God, I'm trying not to scream and curse in this tiny cave with my daughters in there, terrified. And I'm just like, fuck.
I'm not going to make it. Go without me.
Leave daddy in the cave. Leave daddy here. Oh, it hurt so bad. And then the worst part was I took off my hat, and on the inside of my hat was the skin from my head stuck to the hat.
It's a good thing you were wearing the hat, though. Probably would have been a lot worse if the hat wasn't there to protect
gushing blood. Yeah. And then on top of it all, yesterday I'm looking, and my baby's in the back seat. My wife and I are going to Target. We drop kids off at daycare and then go to Target, get some stuff. And the baby keeps crying and crying in the car seat. I'm like, what the fuck? So I unbuckle my seat. I'm like, maybe she's pinched or something. And I go in my brand new car, brand new interior, go to look at the baby and see what's wrong. And of course, what do? Scrape the scab off the top of my head and make a nice big blood streak along my brand new car interior ceiling. I was just like, God, you gotta be kidding me with this. So
you gotta love it.
Yeah.
All you can do is laugh.
Yeah, exactly, man. All right, anything else to add to this meme event?
Nope. Oh, be sure, if you're watching on YouTube, click the notification bell so you get notified on this. We actually got some good numbers last week, so share this around, tell your friends. Let's make this shit blow up.
Yeah, lastly, should I call it Dylan Mulvaney's old Chubb? You think that'll get us
Why
flagged? Think it'll get us flagged off and get us a strike for being mean?
I don't care. No, don't do that. Don't get us flagged. Don't do that.
All right, fine, I won't. All right, happy memeing. Goodbye.